Ladies and gentlemen, fights fans around the world, welcome to the podcast that brings you close to the action. The biggest stories in MMA, the hardest punches in boxing, and anything wild that happens in a 4 or 8-sided ring. From knockouts to controversies and everything in between, we're talking about it. Broadcasting live every second Thursday night at 10 p.m. My name is Brian, and I'll be tonight's referee. In tonight's corner, we have Steve.
Mama said, knock you out.
In the other corner, we have Pat.
What's up, everyone?
Now, let's get ready to Checkin Ringside. All right, let's see tonight's topics. Open them up.
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of freedom.
So lots to talk about tonight, mostly surrounding, I think 100% surrounding the whole UFC freedom, 250 freedom.
Pretty much. Everything revolving around the 250. Yeah.
All right, our first topic is Topuria still a favorite? After getting stopped and suffering a serious injury, should Topuria still be considered the favorite in a rematch, or has Gaethje permanently changed the narrative? Justin Gaethje did what many thought was impossible, handing Ilia Topuria his first professional loss and leaving the White House with the undisputed title. Yet despite the dramatic finish and Topuria's trip to the hospital, betting markets still seem reluctant to fully abandon El Matador. So what's really driving the market here? Do the bettors know something we don't, or is this just residual reputation betting on a fighter who's already proven mortal?
It's pretty interesting, actually. When I saw the bettors, they were talking about it, and we all saw it, right? The fight, Topuria lost. Quite the fight. 2 orbital bones broken. That guy's eyes. I don't know if you want to pull up his face.
Wow, his face
is in the file.
Yeah, see those from round to round. His face, boom, boom, and it gets worse and worse.
At the end, it was just.
Crazy.
He has 2 broken orbitals right there, right underneath. That sucks. That guy. And
I think this is early in the fight because at the end they were puffed up, man. They were puffed up,
and he called it. He called the fight. He was like, he went back into this corner, and you hear the trainers going back, and you hear no mas. And they weren't sure if it was his brother.
His brother was saying, let's go, continue.
Let's go. And he was like, no mas, no mas. You know what's crazy of all that is that while the doctors were in there, and they were checking, you saw the doctor, and the doctor shaking his head.
He said it's over. Yeah.
And you saw the doctors like this, and the ref comes in, and he's like, "Are you going?" And he, if it was up to the ref, that fight would have continued. That is insane. That ref would have allowed that fight to continue. This guy had 2 broken orbital bones. You know how dangerous that is, having a broken orbital?
Yeah.
Like that bone, if you get another knock and a broken shard just hits the nerves behind your eye socket, you're blind for life. You shut the light switch forever. It's insane how something like that can happen. Now, you have to think that this guy is El Matador. He came into this fight with such an aura, unbeatable. He is the Matador, and he had a good track record to prove it. I mean, this guy's
like, he never came close to this kind of beating, right?
Never. He starched Charles Oliveira. On Charles Oliveira, starched Justin Gaethje. He starched fucking Max Holloway. Max Holloway starched Justin Gaethje in the middle of the fucking ring. He took him down. So it's like, you see Justin Gaethje coming in here, a bit older. He's tried to prove himself in the past, but Justin Gaethje has never turned down a fight, and he's always been against tough competitors. So we got to give him that. So that's why I was like, this guy's, and I told you guys in the group text, we had talked about this. If there was going to be one underdog, it would have been this fight going into it, because you know that this guy he's a warrior. Justin Gaethje doesn't throw down his hands. He doesn't throw down a fight. He doesn't give up at all. He goes until the end. We've seen it with Max Holloway. If Max points at the middle of the fight, he showed up, and he basically he gave his game. And that's one thing, actually, it reminded me in this fight. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the other fights that Justin Gaethje has fought and Ilia Topuria has fought, they've never fought so close to each other. I thought that this fight, if you look at them fighting for the majority of the fight, it felt like they were fighting in a phone booth. They were so close to each other.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, when Gaethje was getting, beat by Holloway, I remember in Charles Oliveira, because, he's coming for the takedown, you got Justin running around. He's always running on his back, running around the cage. He never stayed within that 1 meter of his opponent. This fight, he stood in his face, pushing and punching. That's the result we see on Ilya's face. But this one loss, should it take it away? I don't think so. The bettors, I think they see it. They must see, if there's a rematch, even though Justin said it, the rematch is off the table. He said it. There's no fucking rematch. You lost, too fucking bad.
It's not his decision, though.
It's not his decision. It's not really his decision. But I mean, is he trying to go somewhere else? Does he want to fight different guys? What is he trying to do with the division? Ilya's gonna come back. There's no way Ilya's gonna be like, all right, you beat me once, we're one and done. This is not fucking happening. These guys are gonna definitely go at it. But his stock, though, like I look at it like, fighters have stock, and you lose your championship, okay, your stock goes down a little. You keep going at it, you risk losing your stock. That's the problem about these guys, is that what's the risk? Is he going to lose against Justin again? I think, and the bettors think, he's not.
Yeah, I know.
He's not.
He was this close.
He was
this close, man. Freaking body shots that he got on her, oof. He was done. Justin was done.
He knows how to strike.
What? Justin, he got him so good that first round. Pull punches, fucking uppercut right to that eye, got him so good, and from that moment, he never backed down. Ilya, like he was taking those shots, but man, he was there. He had him just a couple of body shots to the liver. Boom! He was so close. He just, you know what? He's out of gas on the second round when he freaking went for the takedown.
Oh, you saw it.
It was too much energy that he expelled to get this guy finished, and unfortunately for him, he was out of gas, man.
Takedowns are dangerous, I find.
It is,
you think that if you're going to attempt a takedown, you're attempting to get that point for the round, to gain control over the opponent. But we saw it in the Khamzat Chimaev fight versus Sean Strickland. He went takedown after takedown after takedown in the first round. Man, he stopped. He was gassed out. You're spending more energy trying to take down an opponent versus the guy who's just stopping you. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to force yourself through a guy and try to take him down by the legs. It's not easy, and especially a guy like him, like Gaethje, he's not going to go down.
He had a very simple strategy, Gaethje, just get those jabs in.
That's it. Stay in. Rock him. Don't give him the room.
Yeah.
Charles Oliveira took him down because he gave him that. He was chasing. He was like, he wasn't striking him. He should have stopped him there, like Sean Strickland does. He stops you in your tracks.
And Justin had a longer reach too, so he played
that
point.
Good point.
Good point. Topuria is way smaller.
Way smaller.
Yeah.
He's way smaller.
Just height-wise, yeah.
Yep.
So Gaethje has a 40-inch reach. Topuria has 37. So
wow.
He has a 3 inches.
Yeah, that's big.
It's an advantage. 3 inches is. I'm touching your nose.
Pointe des jambes. Pointe des jambes.
I was gonna say the
legs.
Reaches are usually.
So what's porte? I don't know why this isn't French.
Because it's RDS.
Oh, it's UFC though.
Yeah.
Are you in French?
Anyways. Yeah, for some reason, loads in French.
I think it's 36, 37 or something, like an inch off or something. But whatever, he sees the jab coming, or like his Ilya's punch coming. He moves out of the way, and then he swings right away.
And it just comes back in. That was his game plan.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I'm not going to face a guy who's going to take me down like Charles. And he's like, this guy wants to strike, because Ilya said it. He goes, he's going to box with him. He's going to strike him and knock him out and do the whole thing and rip his face off. And now, Michael, how serious was this injury and
exactly
by it? Not only every time that it's going to take back, but he's got to come back and I got to give it to Ilya. Of all the people, like of all the losers I've ever seen, like big champions lose, he is the best loser I've ever seen. He took it like a champ. Yeah. Full credit gave to Justin. He said it. He was the better man. He's got to work on his game. He's going to come back strong. And that's a stud for him.
No excuses.
No excuses. No fucking excuses. Because we're gonna get into the next topic, which is excuses. Bunch of excuses. And that's something that I hate to see in the game, because like it tarnishes it a bit, because you take away from the game. Now again, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see if it's real or not, the truth behind it. But I mean, if a guy gets smashed, he gets his face smashed, and there's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, it's the bettors that are favoring this one. I don't think it's Ilya. That's. I'm sure Ilya is going to back up the bettors, what they're saying. Yeah, he's got the rematch.
His career is not over. He's 29.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to go back. So the reach is 70 for Gaethje and 69 for. So it's only a 1-inch thing. Yeah. The leg reach, but I don't think there was a lot of kicking then. There was no kicking.
There was no kicking. He should have given more leg kicks. I was surprised that Ilya didn't come out with more.
There's not a lot, and they pretty much stood up the whole fight. There wasn't much groundwork.
Yeah, they did.
And Topuria, is he a stand guy?
He's a stand-up.
Guy?
Yeah, he's more of a stand-up. Yeah, exactly. He's a striker. Yeah, he doesn't grapple. He doesn't stay on the ground. He's a tiny guy, right? Like he's gonna have trouble if he's gonna do it, and he doesn't need to. He strikes. He knows how to connect with the body. His combos are deadly. They're so deadly. Like you said, Steve, he came so close.
Yeah.
He was really close.
He was so close.
And I've seen him do it to Charles. I've seen him do it to Max, who's got the moves and the speed and he did it to him. He was able to out-combo Max and just get in the strikes. Justin is made of steel. He's something though, and that's the one thing that kept me worried. That I was like, if there's going to be a big underdog in this fight, that's gonna in the whole card, it's going to be the Gaethje one. Gotta give it to them. Yeah.
I beat Pimblett.
Yeah.
Wasn't Pimblett kind of like one of Topuria as well or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
His wife, his ex, all that.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's a bit annoying about this.
It's cheap shots.
Yeah.
When they're down, you kick them when they're down, and then
very WWE-ish.
Fuck, it's true, man. Man, even that fight Topuria against Volkanovski, when that was the title fight that he got the title from. Man, Volk, he's unstoppable. He's the great. To see Justin do this, this is good for Justin. It's good for him. It's fun. It's fun for the division, because I like divisions that are not stagnant, and you got this one guy that's plowing through and moving up.
Yeah, and that fight versus Holloway there, he could have won it there too.
Could have won it. That was either way. That's right. Yeah.
That was at the end there. It was that crazy freaking standoff.
It's a standoff.
So wild.
It's so wild. They were both of them swinging.
So wild.
And it got clipped.
So crazy.
It's just Justin got clipped before Max did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Naman Yadav is laughing at us.
That's nice.
Hey, Naman. It is funny.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's a funny world.
Funny world. Want to fight? Hey, want to fight?
We'll take it off to the next one.
Yeah, let's go.
South Lawn Heist. Was this a clean victory for Gain? So I want to ask you before, it's Gain.
Gone. Yeah, gone.
It's gone.
They're all gone.
Okay. Rewind. Was this a clean victory for Gane, or does controversy deserve a formal review from the commission? Cyril Gane crushed Alex Pereira's bid to become a 3-division champion, but the celebration has been overshadowed by controversy. Fans, fighters, or even heavyweight champ Tom Aspinall are questioning whether illegal shots to the back of Pereira's head played a role in the finish. So how serious is this? Do those illegal shots actually change the outcome, or is it just noise from a guy looking for an excuse? Well,
You want to pull up the video before we talk about it? And while you're pulling it up, we'll talk about it. Basically, let's get it out of the way. I'm going to be straight. He still got clipped. So Alex got clipped in this fight, and it took him down, and Gane worked. He won. But this, what we're about to see, is that there's going to be several strikes to the back of the head, right there.
Elbows to, right there, an elbow to the head.
That was dirty.
There's a few shots there.
Yeah, on the back of the neck.
How come this was not called? How come?
My question is, and a lot of people said it, why wasn't Herb Dean screaming, "Watch out, back of the head! Watch out, back of the head"?
Exactly.
Why wasn't there a warning?
Something.
Nothing. Now, so basically, Alex wants to appeal to a commission. I'm going to put commission in parentheses because
Basically,
while he says that, there is no commission.
Exactly.
It's like, it's not the boxing commission. There's no official commission because we've talked about this in the past. It's Dana White. So basically, he's taking it up with the fighter. So if there's any, I guess he wants to go after legality for the fighter. If he lost money out of it, is he, the injuries involved? But what's his legal stronghold on this? I don't know what he's gonna hold on to. Like what
he definitely has video footage and proof.
He went even further now. He's going through legally to, I don't know how he's gonna get this done, but he's requesting that Herb Dean never refs his fights ever again.
Yeah.
Actually, never refs again.
To go after the ref.
He's literally going after the ref. Oh, he's shit hard on Herb Dean because of this. Because he blames Herb Dean for allowing that to happen. I kind of agree. There wasn't a single warning yelled out.
Do you think I'm sure it hurts like crazy. Some guy put poopies. They're gonna kill the chat.
What the fuck?
Shit. I think my son's on the chat. Like, was that you?
I was gonna say, fuck, I've lost my train of thought.
No, is it dangerous in the back of the neck?
Yeah, well, does Alex Perez say that it affect his fighting? Like, obviously it hurts. I can imagine it hurts, but did it shut him down? Did it stop him from?
Well, he said that he felt stunned in the moment. Everything happened so fast. So when he got up, he felt stunned, and we saw it. He must have taken 9, 10, 11 shots right there, and elbows to the back of the head. Now, when we say back of the head, so I saw that and I was like, whoa, that's 9, 10 strikes. Easily illegal blows to the back of the head.
Is that a disqualification or is points off?
It's well, you get warned. Yeah, you definitely get.
You get warned, but
yeah. Okay. You get points taken from you, and if you repeat it, absolutely,
it's disqualification, right?
Yeah, because you can definitely hurt a fighter by doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
And the dangerous part of hurting someone is the nape. So if you look at the video of Herb Dean and he explains it, you pull it up the in the links. He basically he draws it out on the back of a head, where it's not the entire back of the head that's the dangerous zone. It's on the nape of the neck, which is basically where the spinal cord meets the bottom of your head.
A mix. Sometimes I tell stories. Sometimes I just give you some information and insight into the rules and how we make our decisions. Today, luckily enough to me, I have Dr. Davidson. He's
Was this just a random video, or this was after that fight?
This happened after.
Yeah. Physician with the UFC, and he's going to help us explain the back of the head rule and why it's done. I also have Sal D'Amato, being one of the top judges. He's also got a really nice head for this demonstration.
He is a top judge, by the way. He's been there a lot, Sal D'Amato.
I'll tell you about the rule. The back of the head is something that became a rule of Cecil. Don't quote me on this. I'm just telling you what Cecil told me. Cecil Peoples.
So you were saying he's the ref is what?
Sal D'Amato? You mean the guy with the mask? Yeah,
well,
he's one of the judges. He's one of the 3 judges we always see at every UFC. You always see Sal D'Amato. He's one of the 3 judges.
He's the judges when it comes to decisions.
Exactly.
Stuff, right? Okay.
He's one of the main guys by the side. So he's always looking for Herb Dean, what he has to say. Herb Dean and him are all constantly talking when something illegal is happening. And in this video, he kind of shows in the back of his head where he draws a line, just the center of the head. If you were to draw a line down the center of the back of your head and divide it 1 inch to the left and 1 inch to the right, that's the danger zone. So it's not the entire back of the head. And the lower you go to the base of the neck, then that becomes wider. So he can't be striking the base of the neck. That's for sure.
Here and not here. Dr. D, would you like to explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, Herb really just laid it out anatomically great. You know, this area here that we're trying to protect, there's 2 things here. We have the basilar skull, which is a very vulnerable area. And then obviously we have the cranial cervical junction, which is where the brain attaches to the spinal cord, the first cervical vertebral body. So this would be the actual area that we'd be most want to protect during a fight.
Okay, so how we got to this hybrid rule is actually when the commission, our sport moved in California.
So I know I've seen shots to the side of the head, so that's allowed. It's just directly in the back.
Right.
I remember there was a fighter, a boxer, who got punched in the back of the head, and he became like a paraplegic for the rest of his life. Like
he did. Super young. I think he was 26.
Yeah, he was a young guy. He was on top of the world.
WBC. Yeah. WBC champion. I saw him with the WBC belt, and it's funny you say that. I just saw it today or yesterday, and he became a paraplegic because he got hit in the back of the head.
And it was like after the ring.
After the ring, exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly
after the bell.
After the bell.
And the guy was upset. He just punched him in the back of the head and messed up his whole life, man.
One strike. It's crazy. But boxers, man, that's what they signed themselves up for. Just that one unlucky punch.
Was it this? It was this one, huh?
Oh, man. That's
was I. Williams was on.
That one.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Look where he is now, man.
Yeah.
So sad, man.
It's very sad. Yeah, he was a champion, WBC champion. So I don't know how do you go about this? I mean, does he
like what are the chance? What are Alex Perez's chances of anything happening? Like, does Gane lose the title? Like, is there a rematch? Like, what are his chances of anything happening with his?
a rematch? I don't.
Or his appeal?
I don't think people are interested in a rematch right now because I think the people got what they wanted. Nobody wanted Gane to win. Everybody was expecting Alex Pereira to win. But at the same time, I think people did want Gane to win because what it does is it sets up the rematch that everyone wants. Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane for the heavyweight championship. We got Tom as the undisputed champion and you got Cyril Gane as the interim champion. So we got to figure it out. Who's the true champion of the heavyweight division? So we're going to get this. This is going to have to happen.
Is Tom Aspinall... is he training? He's ready to fight? What's his current
He's still
situation?
coming back. It's supposedly the doctor said that the operations happen, but he's still having problems with his eyes, which is crazy because it's so long ago. I can't believe how a guy got an eye injury and is still.
Well, it can't be that long ago. What, January? What was it? January, February?
Yeah. But from an eye poke, you hear fighters usually doesn't take that long.
Eye poke, the fucking eye gouge.
Yeah, I guess. Guy lost an eyeball. Well, he got operated on his eyes, so it was serious. It was. But now people are saying it's like fuck Cyril. Every fight, and you can go back into his historic fights. Almost every fight, he does something illegal.
Yeah.
Whether it's an eye poke, because he's known for his eye pokes. He has his hands out. We've talked about this, but now with the hits behind the head, I saw videos of other fighters. Hits behind the head when the guy goes down. I don't know. I guess these fighters they forget the rules sometimes. You get in the heat of the moment, the guy's down. I mean, we would do it if we were fighting on the streets, but they gotta remember the rules. And if they forget the rules, it's the ref's fucking job to remind them.
Of course,
it's their safety. The ref is in there to worry about the safety of the fighters. You can't just wait till the guy is dead or in a coma to be like, you won, or disqualification, or let's look back at the tape. No, you got to warn it. There was one strike. Clearly, you had time after that one elbow. Call it. Warning, careful, his head's down. He's looking at the mat. Yeah. He's not looking at you. You're on his back, and you're striking him. You're not trying to choke him. Watch the back of the head. That's all he had to say. He didn't say that. And I think that's what pissed off Alex was like, he must have thought, is this guy crazy? Like, I'm getting struck in the back, I guess.
So I wanted to like pitch this kind of like conspiracy.
Yeah.
But do you think because it was a UFC kind of like American birthday kind of thing, they wanted American fighters to win? Because I bring that up because of the O'Malley and the Zaib? I find they kind of cut it right away. The ref called it kind of close, like You agree?
I agree with you, Brian. I agree. If you have a clip to show up, I agree with you. I don't get why the ref called that off. I don't get it. He was rocking on his back. He was up. He was awake. He wasn't knocked out. He just knocked down. But I mean, you should end the fight because the fighter gets knocked out. And he wasn't outclassed by far.
I thought it was all American, but some Brazilians did win in the
Mauricio
Ruffi and Diego Lopez.
Mauricio Ruffi, that was a fight against Michael Chandler. I think Michael Chandler, he says today that he's going to come back and fight. I think, Michael, you should hang up your gloves. You're done. Man,
yeah, he's done.
Mauricio Ruffi, he is the future of this division. He's going to be something. Mauricio. Even Bo Nickel. He had a good fight.
He was good, yeah.
Diego Lopez.
Cyril Gain is French.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was American. Okay, so my theory's out.
Well, that he wasn't. That's the only fight that didn't have an American in it, because if I'm not mistaken, the original fighter should have been American. Skipping me. And I think he stepped in. No, I think Cyril stepped in.
Even Zaib wasn't the original fighter, right?
No.
He was last minute. He was the last minute call.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was. So, what do you think, Alex? What do you think is going to happen with this Alex Pereira thing?
I think this is just smoke that's going to blow away. I think he's just pissed. There's nothing you can do about it.
He does have a case, though.
He has a case, but there's no judge in the house because there's no commission. So that's what sucks. Is like, what's Dana White going to do about it? What's the UFC going to do about it? Make the rules stricter? Maybe they're going to talk to the refs. Give a little speech to the refs, make it more clear in the ring. But
I don't think the rule has to be stricter. I think just the refs have to call the rules. I think that's what it is.
Herb Dean has had his highs and lows, but I mean, refs have a tough job. We can sit here all night, just like the fighters do, and
tough
shit
job.
on
We're
refs.
watching on TV. We saw it clearly. The guy's fucking hitting the back of the head.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know where he was there.
No, but I mean in the sense that, you always hear like, the call was too early, or maybe it was an early stoppage, it was a late stoppage, or it's easier to say it after the fact, and because things happen really, really fast.
Yeah, but I understand if one snuck in there, you missed it, but it was more than one.
In this case,
there was more than one.
In this case, I totally agree with you, Brian.
You may have missed one, but the other three,
it was like the first one, and especially in this case, the first one came, and there was kind of a gap where everyone had time to see what's happening. Okay, he's on the floor, and then just repeated strikes. You'd figure, okay, let's give him a warning somewhere here.
Vaughn?
Oh yeah, since you have that page,
last wording?
This was your July 11th UFC 329 McGregor Holloway, where this is going to be.
What am I looking at?
ESPN. I'm
left
just looking.
side?
I think we were looking at when the next big UFC 329 coming up. It's going to be McGregor Holloway on July 11th. So be sure to tune in on that one. That's going to be yeah. Not expecting a big card on that, because McGregor doesn't need a big card. He alone can sell money. He'll sell tickets. It is insane. He is the number one.
Especially McGregor.
It's insane. Insane.
So McGregor versus Holloway, who won the first time?
It was McGregor. Yeah. McGregor won the first time.
And this weekend is Cape versus Horiguchi. Anything interesting there?
No, I've heard of Cape. He's all right. Horiguchi, young. I think he plays on Ultimate Fighter. Came from Ultimate Fighter. Unless someone wants to correct me here, I could be wrong.
All right, let's go movie down on.
Yeah.
All right, guys. UFC, the AI revolution. Will AI rankings make the sport fair? Or are we about to discover that fighting is too subjective for an algorithm to judge properly? Dana White has finally decided to replace human opinion with artificial intelligence when it comes to UFC rankings. The new system promises to reward measurable performance rather than popularity, potentially shaking up every division. But here's the thing. Can an algorithm really capture what makes a fighter great, or are we about to learn that fighting is too messy for a formula?
All right, there's two takes on this. We've already talked about how the ranking system kind of is skewed in the UFC, in the sense where
it's personal. It's
a personal thing. Whereas one person decides.
Exactly.
But it is. You know, you have the media who has a ranking system, and I've heard this very often where the media confronts the UFC and says, well, we don't get it. Why are you matching up? Our ranking system says these are the top 5 fighters. You guys have a different top 5 on your side. They don't give a shit about the media. They say, we have our ranking system. We go by the way we want, and we fight match the way we want. It's clear that's the UFC. They have that stronghold on it. We might not always agree on that. However, is the better solution having AI, where AI can pick up everything and be more subjective and be like, just taking all the factors and not have favorites because their hearts are close to.
Just be objective, just look at stats only? Like, is that...
Well, that's the thing, Brian, is that how far can AI go? Is AI actually watching the fight? Is AI getting the feel for how these fights are, the momentum shifts and
Well, it depends what should factor in a ranking. Is it just stats, fight history? Is it points, like how many points each match they get?
That's it. So it's like a win gives you 2 points, let's say. A knockout win gets you 3 points. A loss, or kind of like how in other sports you have a ranking system. Should it be that? Is that how AI is going to base itself?
Well, there's that, and then there's other things like it could be like viewership numbers.
How close the fight is. How's that? Like, I mean, if you have a dominant fight where one guy just plows through the other, I don't think those two rankings after the fight should move in the same direction as if two fighters stood side by side and it was a tight fight. And now you have one loser.
Right.
Should those two move in the same way? You know what I mean? Like, I think now those two should both still stay high. Whereas if one guy gets dominated, that ranking shifts down. So now you got to be like, what, time on the mat, number of strikes absorbed.
Also, imagine they factor in like styles. Like, should a brawler go against a jiu-jitsu guy? Like, does that factor in too?
I think that more factors into matchmaking. Whereas once you have your rankings,
the AI would actually be doing that, no? So the AI would just do the ranking.
I think the AI, yeah.
Still, Dana White or else running it still decides the matchups.
Why not? Right? Because UFC still gets the final say.
Okay, for the rank, so just specific. Yeah. Okay, I thought the ranking was also with the matchup too. No, it's just.
I think the ranking is just for the rankings because that was the whole problem where Dana White was like, "Where are you guys getting your rank?" They were telling the media, "Why are you doing your style of ranking when we have our own ranking?" And they both clashed because no one can really define whose ranking system was better. Obviously, the media is going to be like, UFC, you guys are skewed because you guys want to choose who you want to say is number 1 and number 2 so that in 6 months who you're setting up. So that's why you're doing that. That's kind of skewed. That is not right. That's where I would like AI to come in or the media to have an influence or maybe even, voting the public, just, viewers. Can we have a little 10% in on that and have a little say that, viewership.
To jump in on that?
No, but like... How would we rank the fighters? I'd be interested to see how you give like 1,000 people like rank me your top 10 in every division, and why? Not your top 10 favorites. Who is your top 10 ranked? Meaning your number 2 is better than number 4.
Well, like you said, look, Topuria just lost, right? But if you put in emotion and sentimental value, you're gonna vote for Topuria.
So you're not gonna rank him too low. You're not going to
rank him higher because you love him. He's your favorite, or like let's say GSP was still fighting. We'd be very biased somewhat on our decision, right?
You want maybe Topuria to be at 4 now, not 1, but you don't want him to drop him to 8. You want to keep him at 4 because you want him to fight a third to maybe come back for a rematch soon. So there's that. But then
I don't think input from fans should Maybe they should
You don't think?
help in the matchups, but the ranking, I think it's very biased from a fan. I would say
I agree.
that.
I agree. I agree. You're right. I agree. I think the fans would come in with too much heart. Would go with not only heart, but it's very like, you know, one person has an opinion, now everybody jumps on that opinion too.
Exactly.
So then you get this like gang of opinions that are just, so it kind of could skew also results in that sense too. I agree. I could see that happening. People do get emotional.
What do you think, Steve, about AI?
I know. I think it's gonna be helpful. I think it should be helpful as a tool. You know, just like AI is meant to be. It's a tool. You know, to help you properly gauge.
For now, until it's fucking AI, UFC AI. If I just see robots fucking
but
fighting.
AI bases itself on stats, right?
Yeah.
Like, because it can't.
Well, we're gonna say it can't what?
Because if it bases itself on stats, maybe AI is good for like baseball, because baseball is all about stats.
For sure.
Whereas UFC, it's more context of what's going on, what build up into this fight.
You'd be surprised that AI can actually look at a fight, like a video of a fight, footage of a fight,
and it can feel,
and actually make analysis. For sure, for sure. AI is at that level. It could definitely make video analysis. Yeah. I'm telling you guys.
I'm curious. I'm curious. You say that. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of when I'm live betting on a fight, and I see the first round, and everybody's picking fighter A because everybody wants fighter A to play, and you see fighter A getting weak, and you see the flaws, and you see fighter B getting stronger, and in live betting, you can switch. You can be like, oh, I'm, my odds are still good. I'm gonna choose the other fighter because I feel there's a change of pace in this match.
Why
AI
would you do that?
See that?
Just message Daniel Cormier. Send Daniel Cormier a text message.
So who's winning the next fight, Dan?
Do you know something I don't know?
It's rigged, right? Just the mentality of Eric Trump thinking everything's rigged, because he's a guy who rigs everything. So he thinks everything is rigged, and he thinks it's just normal. Yeah, it's rigged, right? That's what I think.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Anyways, we're gonna talk. I think we're gonna talk about that.
I think we're gonna very soon.
So any last words? I think the whole AI shouldn't solely be AI. But I think AI can be a contributor to get. What AI is good is bringing up stuff that you may not see.
I agree.
It gives you it could come up with an angle, a non-human angle.
I agree.
Or think outside of the box than a human does. So it might give you some sort of data or something that you may not think is important.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I don't think it's a bad idea, artificial intelligence. To solely base it on AI, I think is a bad idea. It should be, as Steve said, it should be like a tool mixed with human, not intelligence, but human, look at the popularity. Well, rankings, you're talking about rankings.
I think you're right, though. It will pick up on the fairness of the fight, meaning all the little details that we don't see. Maybe it's like, but this guy's landing 70% of his strikes. It's like, and there's a lot where people don't see those numbers and people don't see the percentages. Whereas AI is like, I'm going to give you a reason why this guy is ranked like this, that you guys might not see it.
Interesting stat that the last 3 fights, in the second round, he always got this many points. Well, something.
But it struggles with the sport's subjective nature. That's the problem, where it can't pick up. Or, like you said, how well is it going to pick up? I'd be curious to see how. I mean, AI's come a long way, too. I mean, when you look at AI from 7 years ago to today, you're like, it's totally night and day. So I don't know how much better it could get. Do I see AI being a judge? Absolutely not.
Oh, I don't want to get too much on the topic, but they just banned 2 versions of Anthropic. They make Claude.
Yes.
Okay.
They just banned 2 versions, Mythos and Fabric. I think it's called Fabric.
Okay.
They banned it because it's too dangerous.
It's too dangerous?
Too dangerous.
Oh, wow. Oh, fuck.
I'm just reasons. And
too dangerous.
Off topic.
This is, no,
not Mythos.
Hey, Sean, thanks for logging in.
Hey, Sean. Welcome. This guy's gonna come one day. He's Sean, when are you coming?
What's up, Sean?
Sorry to put you on the spot. When are you coming?
You missed a lot of Freedom 250 talk. We talked about the Alex fight, the Ilya Topuria fight, and now we're into the AI. Let us know what you think of AI taking over the UFC's ranking system.
Actually, Sean, while I'm looking at stuff, quickly, what do you think about UFC incorporating AI into the rankings of fighters? Quick.
We check this.
Did we miss? Who was this guy, Sean? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've seen him.
Yeah, he used to work with me and Pascal.
Oh, okay.
And he's a hockey guy, and he's an MMA guy.
Super.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean.
The U.S. government banned foreign access to Anthropic's Claude Fable 5 and Claude Mythos 5 models on June 12, 2026, because Anthropic couldn't verify the real-time nationality of its global users via API keys. Okay, so it was banned because the States thinks it's too powerful for other countries to use it. So that's why they banned it. Interesting.
So it's banned in the U.S.
Fable was banned, it was taken down, disabled worldwide. Look, disabled worldwide, disabled worldwide. So it's so powerful that they're worried that if their enemies use it, they can use it against the U.S. as a security risk.
So it's a threat. It's a security risk. That's crazy. We're realizing that some AI is too powerful.
Like, I imagine it's like something, okay, could you figure out the weakness of the F-35?
Yeah, exactly.
Schematics.
Sure.
And then it figures out, like, the weakness.
And you're like, what? Okay. Okay. Fuck nuts.
Right. So Sean says, why not?
Try it out. You know what, Sean? I'm with you. I mean, there's nothing to lose here. Like Brian said earlier, if anything, it's going to pull out some stats that maybe the regular viewer doesn't see live. It might catch on to something. I just have a problem with it catching the subjective side of the fights. Just, feeling the emotions. Although emotions shouldn't play into a ranking system, but the final results do change, where a guy gets totally dominated versus a really close matchup where anything can happen. I don't think both losers should have their rankings move the same way. So there has to be some, and I'm sure there's going to be some filter on that. It's just how are they going to figure it out? I
think it's just going to go, all humans are weak.
You are all weak. But you know what? At the end of the day,
ranking 99.
We could say all we want, but at the end, the matchmakers are UFC. So if they want to put 1 and 4 together, they'll do it because that's what they feel works.
All right. Sean says maybe it would be unbiased. Yeah, that's kind of what we're saying. All right, we're going to move on.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. 60 million, one and done. If the event was such a massive success, is Dana walking away too soon, or is it one of those moments that's better left as a once-in-a-lifetime experience? UFC Freedom 250 shattered records, generated enormous buzz, and became one of the most successful events in the company history. Yet Dana White insists the White House spectacle will never happen again, citing the logistical and financial headaches behind the scenes. But is he wrong to pull the plug, or should he capitalize on this moment while the hype is still red hot? Well, first of all, we don't know if a president would ever let this happen again. This is a bit out of character for presidents to have a brawl. The freaking Gaethje and freaking Topuria were walking out of the Oval Office.
Yeah.
That's odd. I found that very weird.
Didn't they all
No, not the Oval Office. Just the main fights. Everyone else came out from the hallway.
From the hallway.
First of all, I found that whole thing coming out of the White House very odd. Coming down the stairs.
The walk-in and
it kind of like that puts down the White House, but kind of just makes like anybody. Like I found it very, very odd. They're coming out of the White House, but besides that, would another Republican ever allow? But I don't think another president would ever allow
love
this.
the UFC. I think the only reason that happened is because him and Dana White are just best buddies. I mean, he's a president. You can't see another president. Have you ever seen the history of shows and spectacles and things that have happened on the South Lawn? None of them come close to what this happened. You always hear these historic, bands and marching and doing things and rifles and the shows and that. Then you got the UFC fucking Freedom 250.
Well, it was with Biden. If you do a contrast of Biden, they did like this big gay LGBTQ event at the White House lawn.
Shit.
And then you have Trump with his UFC.
With men fighting naked.
A little more hardcore, right? Honestly, Joe Rogan said that was the most epic thing that he ever witnessed in his life.
Okay? Yeah?
That's what he said. Do you think that...
Thanks, Sean.
Sean agrees. So,
Sean, I know you're so proud.
I think that... I don't think it's ever going to happen again. I'm sure like the logistics were crazy,
Come on.
Well, in terms of...
They got lucky,
They got super lucky. It didn't... Well, I think it rained before, but during the fight, it never rained.
Never rained. And they were calling for
rain. No
rain.
one passed out from dehydration.
No. There weren't bugs.
You didn't see bugs on fighters' faces.
Although, what did you guys think of the lighting on the mat? Was it white? Was it bright for you? I don't know. I found the lighting was off. It wasn't... something was off. I found the mat was like reflecting. But, I mean, little
for me,
details.
The best was the band. Honestly, the band was
I was gonna say the music that was cool.
Wasn't that?
That was very cool.
And they were really good call.
Yeah.
They were really good.
Yeah.
Bay military geoengineering equipment. LOL. But
I think to go after it, I think it's more valuable if you keep it as a one show.
Sure.
It'll be more historic. Whereas if you do it again, it loses its essence, I find. It's just and to top on the logistic issues behind it, I can't see how they can just keep doing something like this. It's just to go outdoors. Dana White said it. It's a problem. You have so many factors that you're going against. The weather.
They got lucky, man.
They got so lucky. So lucky.
You have to call it way in advance. How are you gonna know the weather?
The weather, yeah.
How are you gonna know the weather? It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was also I don't know if you guys heard, there was apparently there's a swarm of drones where they stopped an attack of drones.
No, I didn't.
The FBI, the drones didn't. There was no drones that attacked, but the FBI foiled an operation that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's true or not, but that's.
I don't know if you guys have ever been to Washington D.C., but I don't even think you can fly a drone anywhere in Washington. Like the security is so high everywhere. Wherever you walk, anywhere around.
Yeah, but if you send 100 drones,
I guess. But
how are you going to stop every single drone?
EMT.
Huh?
In EMT, no. Can't you just
can't just EMT one item. EMT is everything goes down.
Just explode an EMT. I don't know. Just they did it in Breaking Bad. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I just seen it.
They did the magnet. It was a magnet.
Oh yeah, it was a magnet. Oh yeah, it's true. It was a magnet. It's true. They weren't killing it. It was a magnet that killed the laptop.
EMT is the Matrix when they did the.
It's that's it.
The electrical shock.
The electrical
that breaks every electrical
component.
That'd be a terrible thing to do in DC. You would just knock out every security system.
Yeah,
it would be like Operation Blackout. Everybody.
Just fly a kite, man. Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
I don't know, man.
So you think Dana White made money or lost money? Like, did the taxpayers pay for this? Like, I don't even know what was it all UFC on UFC?
I think no, federal government helped pay for it. I heard the federal government for the whole stage and to put it on the lawn.
Like, who got paid for these $1 million seats? Who made the profit? Like,
that's
all UFC made the profit, right?
Yeah. Well, that's the 60 million. I mean, that's a huge number. 60 million.
About 60 million is what he made or what he paid?
Yeah, no, what he made. So it's like
that's how much money they made.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're making that, and it's like you're not gonna do that again. It's a one and done. It should be. I would keep it as that, one and done. And I don't think it's worth it. Is he gonna look at it and be like, 60 million, do it again? The risk involved is too high. You can.
Yeah, just do a stadium. You do an outdoor stadium,
that's
if anything.
Yeah, that's it.
You want to do an outdoor event? Maybe do an outdoor stadium.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Front lawn.
No, you do it in the Congress. At the Capitol.
At the Capitol.
Just do the Parliament in Ottawa.
There you go. Parliament Hill.
The most boring thing ever.
Les Plaines d'Abraham.
Oh, actually, that's pretty
That's
chill.
a nice area.
Yeah.
That is actually. I could see that happening
100%.
on there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for. All right, next. Am I losing?
The hack truth.
The hacked truth. I'm missing a topic here.
Oh, you're missing just the bonus one.
Bonus. Yeah.
I think it's hidden a little lower.
There it is. All right. The hack truth. Do you buy the hacking explanation, or is this one of those stories where the deletion creates even more questions than answers? Just before the first fight at the White House, Daniel Cormier's social media account exploded with alleged private messages involving Eric Trump, betting talk, and questions about fight legitimacy. The post disappeared almost immediately, but not before screenshots spread across the MMA world. So what really went down here? A genuine hack or something more intentional? And what does the speed of the deletion actually tell us? So, first of all, let me ask, do you guys think that was an actual conversation that Eric Trump had with Daniel Cormier?
100%.
I think it's real.
100%.
I think it's real.
Just because of who it came from, I 100% believe it. And I also believe that Daniel Cormier, in the moment, was actually real and authentic about it. He was like, what the fuck is this? Mm-hmm. What is this bullshit?
Someone must have told him, like, what the fuck did you do, bro?
Yeah, no. Absolutely. Because I think, like...
It's probably Joe Rogan, bro, what did you do?
Yeah, probably. Bro, you shouldn't have done that. Because I feel like he must get asked this. He must be fed up of this. And now he's like, you see, it's even happening here. Like, I don't know. Did he legitimately want to expose Trump or his son? I don't think so, but he did. And I don't understand what was his thought process behind that, because he's sitting in front of the White House doing this, and he knows he's gonna get slammed for this. No, I was like,
well, Sean writes he explained it today, and the account went on to do fake crypto tweets.
Oh,
so I think Sean's trying to say that it was actually probably hacked. So I don't know how good are your sources, Sean? You're a bit on the conspiracy. You're a conspiracy theorist guy. Correct.
Huh.
But also Daniel Cormier must have known it was gonna, like, he was gonna hit a hornet's nest. DC. Well, sorry. Anything coming from DC is right now is not 100% trustful.
Daniel Cormier.
I thought you meant Washington, D.C.
No. Yeah, but so to answer you, Sean, like, it's a good point, but how do we know that this is not just D.C.'s way of covering it up?
Misinformation.
Mistake? You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, his PR people are probably like, how are we going to get ourselves out of this one? I'm with you, though, on the conspiracy. It kind of could make sense. If they do go on to make fake crypto tweets, that's where they're benefiting from it. Okay, we got your attention. Now follow us.
How do you cover a story? Put other lies out there, so then the story looks fake. So you get caught with the truth, with something that's truthful. You put a lot of fake stories out there. Then everything looks fake.
Yeah.
So that's one strategy. But then we don't know. But that's one strategy of killing. What do you think Trump does for the news? Something bad said about him.
He says something stupid.
All kinds of crazy shit, and it just gets drowned out.
3 more stupid things come out.
And it gets drowned out. But
yeah.
That's different because he's trying to drown it out.
Yeah.
But how do you put down something that's against you? You just throw other lies out there. Then
makes sense.
Then it all
makes sense.
Like lies.
It kind of blends all in, and people don't focus on that one thing anymore.
But Daniel Cormier, even if he posted it, let's say I believe that was an actual conversation, and for some reason he posted it. That's a big risk to do. Like,
it's a huge risk.
Like, he knows that could be like career, and I don't think it's going to affect his career, but
no, it won't.
He knew that was going to hit a hornet's nest being there at the White House and then posting that.
Right. But Brian, if it's true, isn't that the right thing to do?
I think so.
Isn't that the right thing to do? Like, who cares? What are you afraid of? You're not going to lose your job. Like, expose this. You're not exposing Donald Trump. So what? The kids fucking make stupid mistakes all the time. It's not. Are we going to be shocked?
You're exposing the Trumps. And
You're exposing the Trumps. They don't like it, but
they have that. That just shows how the Trumps work. It's just always trying to find a loophole, not a loophole, but a way to make
way.
money.
Yeah, exactly. We always hear of like, oh, they dump stocks, they do this, they do that. It's like, fuck. How are you guys doing it without getting caught? How?
Exactly.
And
manipulating the market and buying stocks
all the time.
Because it's through text messages. So
exactly.
he's in that game. He's you try to get the inside information. So that just proves the Trumps. I believe it. They have that mentality of trying to find the information, the way in. Anything else said? What do you think, Steve?
No, I think it's.
You think it's bullshit?
I don't know, man. I originally I caught onto it right away, type of thing. I saw it, and I was so surprised, but it made sense, you know, that he would actually ask for info. He was thinking like me. I was asking Pat, Pat, you know, what do you know? You know, what's a good way to freaking bet on right now? You know, kind of thing. And and right after this came out, I was like, oh my gosh, we're thinking the same way. Me and freaking Eric here.
We're all thinking the same.
Such a dirty freaking guy. So,
and also,
Steve Trump.
I just found
Steve Trump.
I also found a huge loophole in this explanation that I went on to do fake crypto tweets. If your account is hacked, there's two things. You lose access to the account because they changed the password.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be able to delete that.
Exactly.
Right?
That's the thing.
Delete. Second, if you found that out and you were hacked and you're able to delete that tweet, you would change your password right away. They wouldn't go on creating these crypto fake tweets.
Exactly.
So the story doesn't pan out.
No.
If you're hacked, you lose access to your account because usually they change the password. If you're still hacked, you wouldn't change the password and you let these guys still log in and add more tweets? That makes no sense. Brian.
And I find that people, when they delete something right away, you're allowing it to now let the story take a hold of its own.
Yeah.
Because you deleted it, you can't control where this story goes now. Speculation, it runs. Let people talk now. Whereas if you don't delete it, now you're like, oh, I'm hacked. Look, I can't delete it.
Exactly.
Fucking look.
If you're gonna play the hack thing, don't delete it and say I can't do nothing. I'm hacked.
Go on media, see, the 12 o'clock news. Be like, guys, go. It's still there. I can't get rid of it. What do you want me to do?
Mm-hmm.
We figured it out. Case closed. John, does my theory work? My explanation work? All right, let's move. I don't even know if he's online yet. So, all right, let's hit the final count.
Little bonus. No.
Jeez. I just laid out the evidence on you on a silver platter, man. The explanation. All right.
Well, he's getting the flush.
There you go, Sean. That's for you, okay, buddy?
It's more like this, bro. That's a long applause. All right. Final White House event fallout. Looking back now, what will be remembered most from UFC Freedom 250? The fights themselves or everything that happened outside the cage? A week later, the White House card is still dominating headlines between title changes, controversial finishes, AI rankings, and social media drama. The event may have generated more discussion than any UFC card in recent memory. So which story actually matters more? What happened in the octagon or the chaos that's come to define this event? Is there anything we missed of the controversies?
Man, we had so much to work with. It was honestly like
it was a good fight.
I'm very happy. Like we were shitting on it. We were like I was shitting on it because I was like I'm gonna tune in to see this mess just explode, and it didn't. It didn't explode. We had 7 fights, 7 quality fights. We weren't bored. It was great. We didn't get one good fight. We got several great fights.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you guys. There wasn't a decision, right? It was all TKOs.
That's why. That's why I asked. Does this normally happen? Because I never seen. Yeah. I never seen like all.
Well, normally it's because there's
knockouts.
Normally not ever just 7 fights. Normally you have your 5 main, you have your 4 or 5 prelims, then you have another 3, 4 pre-prelims.
Right, but the main fights.
And the main fights of the 5, you can go 5 fights, TKOs.
No decisions.
But it's rare. It's rare.
Yeah.
Just your 5 top fights. 7 fights. All TKOs, that's crazy. That was basically you're setting up to watch it. Like those matchmakers knew what they were doing, building up this card from a long time ago. They knew that Derek Lewis, they were going to put him up against another guy. They knew that Josh was the man to put up against Derek Lewis. Even when I heard Derek Lewis was on the card, I was like, why Derek Lewis? He's been on a slump. Like I thought he was on his way out. He's been getting lazy.
He looked gassed. He looked tired.
He's looked gassed in his last 2 fights. I thought he was done. His last fight, he was so gassed. He went down and he just acted like a turtle on his back. He couldn't even get up. You know, he was just like, he was rocking and you're like, he looked like an old man on his back. And I'm like, this is the last time we're going to see him. So when I heard that he was going to be on the card versus Josh Hockett, I was like, okay. But Josh brings the game. Josh brings... Oh, wow. He brings the spark that you want to see. He brings that action, it's fun to watch.
Personality is so much fun.
It's so good. It's so that on top of every other fight that had its own little storylines in it. I think it was great watching one of our own, Montreal's Zahib. I was rooting for him. So to see him on a platform like that, so big. This guy is really, and he's not that young, so he's getting it in his 30s and he's, in the spotlight. So he wanted his chance. And despite his loss, I think it's still good for him. He was in the spotlight, Freedom 250. If you're on that card, that's huge for you. It's like being on a McGregor card. Your name's on a card like that, you're going to be remembered for the next few years. So my takeaways is basically the whole event was it really surprised me. It ended
up being a success.
The logistic issues, nothing happened. It was the band. You said it before. That was a good takeaway. I forgot about that. Man, that live singing those songs coming out. I was like, what is going on here?
Every fighter was pumped. You know what I mean? From even Ilya was like, he was like, man, this is amazing. It
was cool. It was different. It was different.
He's got some Spanish music going on, and he was singing too while he was getting to the ring, and everybody was. And just the fact that you're next to military or Navy people, the officers,
honestly, that bothered me a bit.
It did, yeah. Well, it pumped those guys up. I'll tell you that much.
It kind of reminded me a bit like Rocky IV. When he went to Russia, you just see all military in the crowd. So I kind of got like a little, kind of a bit of those vibes.
I did get that vibe because at one point I was like, am I just seeing like where are
the
all the celebrities?
Not celebrities, but walking out.
Yeah, the other fighters. How come we're not seeing other GSP? Where's he sitting? Like usually you see GSP.
Yeah.
It was just military.
Usually show fighters or like celebs in the thing. They were showing CEOs of like billion-dollar companies. That they were showing Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of fucking I don't know. Like
this is Trump, right? It's all his invitees. So you're not getting a Sean Strickland.
Sean says
it was for the troops. It was also for Trump's
sporting
birthday.
event. Apparently, but I think it was more for his birthday than Flag Day.
It was all perfectly designed matchups. I agree. It was well designed by the matchmakers. It was well done. We're not going to get this again, but I hope they figure something else out. Just not an outdoor thing. Just these mega cards where you invest your time and every fight is good. We don't get this very often.
I disagree. It was for the troops. I don't think it should. It's Flag Day. It's all about all Americans, and that's why I didn't like that whole thing with Michelle Obama as a man. Especially on Flag Day, this is supposed to be like a country, like every American, right? And that just caused like
division.
Yeah, it was like it's very what do you say, partisan, when it should have been a day of your unity.
United States, not so united.
Personally, so the whole troops thing, it shouldn't have been too. And did you hear about these soldiers or people in the army, they got free tickets, right?
Yeah.
But you know they had to like have a special reach a special not demand. They all had to be like a certain height, a certain weight. They all had to, or else you didn't get a free ticket. You guys didn't hear that? They have to be a special.
No. What would that have?
Weird.
Really? Oh yeah, there was certain size
requirements. They don't want fat people. They don't want short. They want to like show a military might. You know, so you have to have a certain.
Oh, I see.
That's what it was.
So they wanted to show true military.
They want to show like
Aryan race.
Yeah.
the Aryan race. The American super race of soldiers. Like,
Okay.
Brian, sounds like you like Biden celebrations more.
Oh shit!
Shots fired.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
At least Biden was awake, man. Trump, I don't know if you guys, Trump fell asleep, man.
Did he?
Yeah,
he had his hat like
did.
this.
He
and
fell asleep. There's a clip of
He
him.
never freaking falls asleep.
But he always falls asleep, even at
Does
the
he?
baseball. No, where was it that he got caught?
The
Stanley
Game
Cup.
3.
Stanley Cup.
No, Game 3 of the NBA.
Oh no, Game 3. Yeah, that's right. It was the NBA.
He closed. You know, outside you have all the people, the fans outside. They watch the game outside.
Yeah.
They have to close that all because for security reasons, because he was showing up. So that they eliminated that. He goes there. He gets booed right away in his face. And he falls asleep. And he falls asleep. And everyone's like booing him, like, what the fuck? You shut down everything and you fucking fall asleep on the game. And he fell asleep because he had no hat on until the last 2 fights. Yeah. And then the last 2 fights, he's like this.
Yeah, he's got the head down. Dana White's right next to him, and he was just, I was like...
He fell asleep, man, guaranteed. Well, I don't blame him. He's old, so it was
80 years old, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's old. What does he say? I'm half the age, 1/4 of his schedule. I'm impressed he does what he does. What does he do? He makes deals. He makes deals with Iran that
work out.
that Obama already made for 1.7 billion, but now started a war, reopened the Strait of Hormuz that was always open. And you have to pay $350 billion. You know about this? You have to give Iran $350 billion.
Yeah. But guess what?
He shat on the fucking the Obama Iran deal. He shat on it.
Yeah.
Did everything what he's doing now.
Be reparations, but whatever. You know,
to rebuild Iran because he blew everything up.
Yeah.
I like Sean's comment.
Sean's right.
Oh man, Sean, you should come here. Sit right next to me.
We should do that, Paul. Checking accounts. All over again, baby.
Yeah, Sean, we used to have a political show. I'm kind of missing it. Maybe Sean, you can join in on that. So that's it, man.
What's going to be remembered looking back, though, guys? The most, I think the event itself. It's going to be that people are going to definitely be talking about it. In 10 years. You're going to think back, that White House card. Remember that? It stood out. But what makes it stand out?
All of it.
Is it the champion, like Ilya losing? Is it?
I think just the whole scenery of the White House in the background.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, it is. The claw,
kind of cool.
The whole claw and
no, but the stage is cool. But just them fighting when you see the background of the White House, it's very patriotic.
Did you see the picture of Diego Lopez when he won? What he did? He ran right up to the cage, stood up on the cage, and faced the White House. And just there's an iconic picture. And I remember seeing that. I was like, that picture is gonna be remembered for years. And I saw it not too long ago. I wish I put it up into the links. I should have. It's a really cool picture. Although he's not American. Can't be perfect.
Well, he doesn't want to get deported, so he's got to play the cards.
Help me, White House. Help my family stay.
I love America.
I love America.
I love Trump. All right,
guys. That's
calling it a night.
Freedom 250. Thank you very much. Tune in next time.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Summer schedule. Yeah. Sean, thanks for tuning in. Sean, in 2 weeks, I expect your ass here.
Let's go. We'll be talking about McGregor.
Will the fight happen by then?
It's July 11th. We'll be here.
Okay, so we'll be before.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Sean Ski, have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.